more time.
Ooh, it's garbage songs.
Hello and welcome to Garbage
I
Songs
think
number 4. And you guys can hear us, right?
Everyone can hear us, but they're asking for us to crank up the volume a little bit. So let's crank up the volume.
If we can, let's crank it up. And let's get some bubbles just to celebrate this beautiful, crisp, hopefully crisp audio. And I want to apologize to anybody who is like late to their dentist appointment because of what happened. We know your dentist appointment is very important. You got to have those crispy white teeth. So we are sorry.
Half the people that are in here don't even know what happened, but we'll just tell you and embarrass ourselves, which is we streamed about, 30, 40 minutes ago, commenced Garbage Songs number 4, had no audio because, of course...
we did the best version of the theme song we've ever done. Unfortunately, no one heard it.
Yeah.
We were singing The Sound of Silence.
We were singing very loud, but nothing was plugged in, so no one could hear, and that's on us. Thanks, Glenn. I will say, this is probably...
Hey, thanks.
The bubbles are all landing on my keyboard and making it probably the slipperiest it's ever been. So this is going to be an extra exciting episode of Garbage Songs. We promised bubbles, and this week we have bubbles.
We've delivered, so any super chat, you're going to trigger some disco lights.
Or bubbles.
And bubbles, and or both. Whoa!
Yeah.
They were just triggered by Glenjamin. Shout out.
I mean, the exciting thing is with the bubble machine, there's probably like a 1% chance that by triggering the bubble machine with your super chats, you could electrocute Evan. These bubbles are going to go down into the keys of his keyboard. It's not grounded. It used to be grounded, and Michael and I, as a prank, as a brother's prank, removed the grounding electronics from his keyboard.
I'm starting my new career
a
a stuntman. Try to electrocute me with your super chats.
You get to kill Evan.
Epic social experiment.
This is better than being tased.
We just uploaded the last Garbage Songs. It was Dead Fish Handshake, and that also involves murder, whether accidental or purposeful, with the power of a handshake. So now it's going to be the power of a bubble.
So you guys might be asking, what is Garbage Songs? This is
certainly
only our 4th ever Garbage Song. You guys are going to give us 4 suggestions, 4 like perfect suggestions. We're going to pick them. And then at the end of the stream, you guys are going to get to vote and pick which suggestion we're going to make into a full music video. And that song is going to be terrible, even though your suggestion was great. So last week we did Flat Earth. We did Ghosts Are Getting Bigger. That was kind of like a weird kind of demographic song. A song about dolphins, I think, loving dolphins. And then we made the one that won the vote is a song about dead fish. I'm really pleased with how it
You
turned
guys
out.
really hated...
Specifically the Dead Fish Handshake.
You hated on my dolphin song? I am offended. And I'm also offended on behalf of dolphins. But when you suggest the songs and we start improvising them, they might turn out terribly. They might turn out not terrible. You can help us with the lyrics by typing in rhymes. You could use your friend rhymezone.com. Help us out if things are going disastrously or even moderately well. You can make the songs great. So let's kick it off with Garbage Song 1. I saw a suggestion about song about... Oh, thanks, Mr.
Funny Bunny 85. Thanks for trying to electrocute Evan.
Oh, thanks, pal.
You got to hit us with bubbles like in the chorus of a song, so all of a sudden, like, even if the song is just okay, it seems like magical.
Close. I'm still alive, so keep trying.
Yeah, Evan's not dead yet.
Okay, so we've got a disco bubble song.
Disco
It's kind of
bubbles?
a super chat thing. We've
So
got terrorists.
let's
rotten
kick it
teeth.
off with a Garbage Song 1 about the technical difficulties. I think we just got to do it first because it just happened, and then we'll move on. Then we can all put it behind us. We can all cry for our missed dentist appointments and move forward.
Okay.
So
You want to drop a track?
Let's drop something.
Here, let's switch. All right, it's even bubblier over here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now you're going to kill me with your super chat. These keys are very moist and electrocuty. Okay, so
You're
technical
an
difficulty. Oh, stop. This makes me churn on, technical difficulties are worse when, if you're sitting, alone recording, it's bad, but also if you're, trying to, talk to all of you guys, it's even worse because you're with people and you're like, I just ruined their whole day because they had to look at my face without any sound. So then it starts to feel larger than just the difficulty. It starts to think about how you're ruining the world.
Yeah. I'd much rather listen to you than look at you. That's for sure.
Same. Extreme same. Okay, so hey, Aaron, let's get some extra reverb on this voice. Let's make this really tender and sad because it is a sad concept and a sad song.
Shout out to Aaron up in the booth, running the
Well, it was 3:03, and it was time for the stream. But lo and behold, when we started, I saw you in the live chat telling me, oh, that I forgot to put on my pants. Oh, yeah, and my whole channel got demonetized. Yeah, I tried to cover my genitals with my hands, but it was too late. Everybody had already unsubscribed. Unsubscribe. Hit us with rhymes. We got to keep this going to verse 2.
I was playing the piano unsuspectingly when I was hit with the most terrible technical difficulty. Right as I went to play an F sharp minor, you see, my body coursed with 20,000 volts of pure electricity. It was a technical difficulty. I got electrocuted. Because you sent a super chat that turned on the bubble machine.
Thank you. I was thinking, what worse technical difficulty could you have than that of your own neurological system?
All right, can we take it to a bridge, Michael?
A bridge? All right. In 1, 2, 3, 4. To the A minor.
The worst part of getting electrocuted wasn't even that I died. It was that my channel got 3 strikes for violence inside of it.
Oh, those inside YouTube feature jokes.
Yeah.
Very esoteric, but you guys all get it. You're on YouTube right now.
You guys get it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. And because I was dead, I couldn't challenge him. So now my channel's dead too. Thanks a lot, Susan Wojcicki, for making this platform so safe.
Bravo to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I should.
Before we close this off, I got to do another chorus. And I'm going to use a rhyme we got. Oh, and then I realized I had forgot my pants. And my entire channel got demonetized. I tried to cover these genitals with my hands, but it was too late. Everybody had already unsubscribed, and it made me. They already unsubscribed, and it made me die. Because my shame made me cry. When they saw my nude body and unsubscribed, I thought it would increase my subs. Did you want to do that?
I just saw a great rhyme that was like it was something like
Because it wasn't that good.
I forgot it. I forgot it.
The rhyme
Okay,
wasn't
if
that
we
good.
can scroll up in the comments, can we scroll up in the
Listen,
comments?
I think
don't
if we
know.
just end on Michael being naked and dying, I'll be happy with this song.
Just
It's
naked.
It's a great rhyme
ashamed,
with schlong, but I
and
can't remember
dead.
what it was. It was going to be great.
probably long, frankly. It's just the classic rhyme. But
Sorry, I had to finish my rhyme scheme.
It's okay.
I will say a shocking number of garbage songs end in somebody dying.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
It's true. I will say that the hardest thing about doing a garbage song is you have a very small amount of time to improvise, and you're always so happy when you come up with a rhyme before you start. You're like, oh, I got this in the bag. I got a rhyme.
Yeah.
And you finish those 2 lines, and then you're like, oh, crap. I don't have the next rhyme. I
you
should
don't
have
have the next rhyme.
Shot a 3 or 4
Another one,
rhymes.
that's the secret, yeah.
So if you just joined the stream, we're here in Garbage Songs. We're improvising songs from your suggestions. Here are suggestions from last week. We made Dead Fish into a whole song, but these suggestions are garbage now. They're worthless to us. And we're doing new suggestions.
And next Wednesday is Halloween. That very day. So make sure to give us some spooky suggestions mixed in there. They don't all have to be spooky, but we got to see something
We should try
that
to do
makes
a
us
spooky song
afraid.
this
We
week.
should try to do something
At
spooky.
least one.
We want to hear your spooky suggestions. We just completed our first song, which was called Technical Difficulties, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you guys really see that if Andrew holds up the legal pad?
So we're gonna get 3 more songs, and then we're gonna have a vote on which song we're making into a full music video. I mean, I guess technical difficulties are pretty scary.
Sure.
You know, we do rewrites during the week. We could push it in a scary direction, make it kind of like the Halloween version of technical difficulties.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. This is key to get some spooky suggestions today on October 24th, so that when the resulting garbage song comes out as a music video in 1 week, it'll be October 31st, the scariest day of the year.
Yeah.
Except for Valentine's Day, depending on your relationship status.
It's always scary when you go out there and you see people dressed as Jared Leto's the Joker, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah, whoa, am I at the Oscars?
whoa. What is, yeah, is this best visual effects? Oh, thank you, Kale 011.
As you can see, he turned on the disco light with his super chat. We've got a very special switch set up, so any super chat will turn on that disco light. What would the acronym for Shmoyoho be?
There's a lot of letters.
Yeah, well, if we had to choose an acronym for Shmoyoho, we
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
supercalihagamistic opiopi-oho. I think is, I don't know, it's just the first thing that came to mind.
Okay, we're seeing a lot of good ones. There's Cat in the Hat goes to prison for breaking and entering. That's I had never thought about how much of a criminal he is and how he deserves to be behind bars.
Cat in the Hat.
That'd be a
Honeybees
great
need
Christmas
our
song.
help.
You just switch it over to the Grinch. I mean, it turns out Dr. Seuss was doing a lot of criminals.
I don't know if it's really true, but in my mind's eye, the kids just let him into the house. Like he asks to come in, sort of like a door-to-door salesman, you know? But I could be making that up.
Yeah, why are the kids alone at home? Or are their parents neglecting them?
Yeah.
So we have Death by Halloween. That's a good one.
Okay.
Like Halloween was so scary you die, or it could be another reason you die.
Sure.
It could be that you you spend the whole year making this amazing cosplay costume, but you don't take into account that you're gonna have to be in it for 6 hours on Halloween trick or treating. You're moving around a lot. You sweat. You die of heat exhaustion.
So
You just die in your own costume?
When you're in the Fortnite Pumpkinhead costume, you don't know you can't breathe in there, and so you die.
And you've collapsed in someone's yard. No one knows that you need medical attention because they're just like, wow, this is just one more scary person in the yard who's gonna jump up and scare me. It's
Or
just
a prop.
another neighborhood dad.
Probably a dummy. You know, people leave bodies and skeletons in their
Yeah,
yard.
maybe you fell down next to one of those tombstones.
So that's Death by Halloween, Catfish, anime song, Pumpkinhead going to the hairdresser. That's very specific, but specific can often be good.
Sure.
I like spooky spinach in the teeth. I like that it's the scariest thing in the world happened, and it's that you had something in your teeth.
Yeah. That can look pretty gross. That's for sure.
What about your idea about how if you were, there could be horrible things happening on Halloween and we don't know it? Like the people dead in the yard, or if really anything out of the ordinary and awful is happening, you're like, funny prank, bro. Oh, that's a good costume, but you're dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Send help.
It would be the worst possible day to die. Because everyone thinks you're in costume.
Julie, thanks
Yeah.
for the chat, and also thank you for reminding me of the rhyme I was going to drop, which was, "Sorry, Susan Wojcicki, I didn't know it was wrong to upload a video that exposed my schlong." If that wins the vote, we'll try to get that into the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nudity is probably in the community guidelines, but we might be too dumb to read those, and we would literally need to read the word no schlong to follow that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Do we have enough information to sing "Death by Halloween"?
I think we've got a good start thematically. You want to swap?
Yeah, sure. I'll play a little bit.
The bubble solution is made of soap, so really what we're doing we're cleaning Evan's keyboard. It really needed it.
It's like I'm simultaneously the cleanest I've ever been and also the closest to death.
Well, at least you get to die clean.
Yeah. If you want to get depressed, just read the Wikipedia article for list of musicians who've been electrocuted to death. Let me tell you.
I'm soon to be added. Wow, what a day.
You want me to try something?
Yeah, give it a whirl.
Why did I decide to practice my axe throwing on Halloween? 'Cause when I had an axe in my head, well, nobody believed me. Ooh, it was death by Halloween. It's kinda like the boy who cried wolf. Yes, it was death by Halloween. I put an axe in my head and I went to my grave. Sorry, that didn't rhyme at all. What's a rhyme with wolf?
I bought it because you used the Monster Mash voice.
Why did I wear this plastic mask that suffocated me? Now I'm lying down in my neighbor's yard being strangled by Mike Myers' plastic face. Okay, just take it around the chorus. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
It was death by Halloween. No one knew to call the EMTs. Death by Halloween. No one even knew it was me.
Why did I decide to dress up as a pumpkin on Halloween? A little 8-year-old carved me up and put a candle in me. Now I'm dead and burning hot. Yeah. So a lot of these garbage songs end up with us singing posthumously. Sorry.
Yeah, there's so much death in these.
Now I'm dead and burning hot with this a pillar candle. Will someone please cancel this holiday so I could finally go back to 16 handles that Froyo plays? I don't know.
And the hook? Oh no, let me do another verse.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I decide to be Tomato Head from Fortnite Season 3? I should have known when I put that mask on I wouldn't be able to breathe. Oh, everybody warned me not to dress like Fortnite. They said the meme was dead. But now I was dead, and
Someone shot me with an RPG.
oh no, it's death by Halloween. Someone shot me with an RPG. Everyone thought it was part of our Fortnite costume, but really I was just dying for real. Death by Halloween.
Death by Halloween.
Very spooky song. Thanks for the suggestion. Now I'm kind of scared of Halloween. Kind of like on 4th of July, I'm always thinking on 4th of July, this is a great time to do crimes. Like fireworks are going off and people are like robbing a bank.
Yeah.
But
or
if there's
stabbings. It's basically like the poor man's
yeah,
purge.
anything. But if there are like explosions going off to break the safe, and if anyone heard it, they're just like, oh, cool, fireworks.
So if you just tuned in to the stream and you are thinking to yourself, what is this weird song these people are singing? The reason it was weird, this song about Death by Halloween, is because we were making it up on the spot.
Sure.
We're improvising songs based on your suggestions. And here are the two songs we have improvised so far. One about technical difficulties, because we had them earlier today, and one about Death by Halloween. Once we get 4 finished improvised songs, we'll pick
Finish
one.
means, we just end them.
You guys are going to vote, and we're going to make one into a music video.
And I saw somebody mention the song we just did on Sunday. If you guys didn't see, we did Songify the News with the whole I like beer thing and also hamburger prices. And we also did a song with Jacksepticeye called Dude's a Beast, Can't We Kill Each Other in Peace, from his Fortnite playing. Now, if you like Fortnite, this song is great for you. And if you don't like Fortnite, you can just pretend this song is about Breath of the Wild.
I just saw a request for Anime Demon Girl and a request for a song about erections. I would encourage both those commenters to go back to the first garbage song we made, a song about Bowsette, which is kind of about erections, but also about an anime demon girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Rarely do we recommend that people leave this stream and go watch one of our videos until after it's over. But you might want to just leave and just go watch Bowsette. And you might learn something for once.
Neptunite, our goal with garbage songs is to do it for probably into November. And then we're actually releasing a Christmas album this year, so we got to do some Christmas stuff. And if we have fun doing it for 8 or 10 weeks, we'll bring it back in the winter.
Yeah, post holidays. Yeah. Man, we just dropped so much information on you. Set your calendars for our Christmas album, you guys. Okay, let's get into our next suggestion.
All right,
Okay, a song about calcium for bones.
Mm-hmm. Elon Musk wants to buy Facebook.
Is that real that Elon Musk wants to buy Facebook?
Reboots and sequels.
Spiders in the
I
shower.
don't think so.
That's scary. That's a good Halloween thing. Spiders in the shower.
Sales tax is scary.
Although then we'd have to buy a bunch of spiders and put them in our showers. I don't like that.
Look at Fortnite addiction.
Song about weed or garbage.
Random crying in public. Okay, talk about music theory. I want to know what all you guys know.
Yeah, is that kind of like a Leonard Cohen request? You know, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major fifth. You just want us to sing about music theory?
I know he said talk about music theory.
Talk about. I thought it was a song about music theory.
He wants us to start a lecture series. I'll consider it.
Yeah, you probably hear us shouting out chords to help each other sometimes, like going to the minor six.
Oh, don't get me started on the implied root of a fully diminished triad.
Yeah, we could go for hours. Oof. All right, we got Cat with Guns. That's very spooky. Banana peels can be spooky because you fall over and you die. Another song about death. A song about garbage songs.
Oh, a song about hating kids and refusing to eat candies, which you could argue is the scariest thing in Halloween, like approaching the house that doesn't have its light on.
Or the people that give you an apple or something.
Yeah.
This maybe equally scary because you don't know what they did to that apple. It wasn't packaged.
Man of action, spiders in the shower is a great suggestion, but I'm just too scared of buying spiders and putting them in my shower. I'm just going to say it. I'm being honest.
What do you mean? You're saying you're worried that
if we made the video, we'd have to buy a lot of showers.
Well, you're thinking ahead. You got to spell it out for us. You're saying you think we're going to sing that song. People are going to vote it most popular.
Yeah.
And then we have to make a video next
4 days
week.
later, I'm going to be covered in spiders.
In which we would make the choice to buy prop spiders and cover you in them.
Real spiders are probably cheaper than prop spiders. We could go to a pet store.
That's true.
Just be like, hey, I have a lizard. My friend has a lizard. Can I get 80 spiders?
And then we're just dumping them on you in the nude.
Actually, this is starting to sound pretty good.
I like the theme you guys are chatting about getting shitty candy on Halloween and how bad that is. Like, what are the worst candies you can get? Let us know your opinions. Like if you're anti-candy corn, for example, or getting something healthy.
Yeah, song like raisins instead of candy. That's a classic.
And also when you think something is chocolate, like you think
is a nut. Like the center of this candy could have been more candy, but instead they put a bad fruit in my candy.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there is something spooky there. I think we could work with this. We've had a lot of good suggestions, but this one is generating some thoughts, I think. The stupid strawberry things that nobody buys, but everyone gets. Okay, we got to get a new key here. Let's try something in A flat for once in my life.
A flat. It's a bold move. That means he has to hit all the little keys.
Making this up. I didn't plan anything.
That's the danger and the joy of garbage songs.
Okay. You got it. Let me try. This Halloween was a dark and stormy night, but there was one thing that really, truly gave me a scary fright. I went up to a very dark door and this guy put an apple in my bag. Hey, just because you're a dentist, you don't have to be a damn rat.
I didn't see that one coming. I should have.
Thanks, Benjamin, for the dentist idea.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Well, I went up to my neighbor, who was always really nice. She gave me a huge handful of candy and a cup full of ice. I said, what am I supposed to do with this cup? She said, the next house has some water. And I said, what kind of twisted person are you? No, wait. That didn't work at all. Please, chat us some rhymes. I'm drowning here.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's get.
a chorus going?
Yeah, just a different chord though.
You go back here?
No, something else. Sorry.
Go to the F minor.
Would it kill you to shell out for some king-size candy? You could put it right into my child-size handy. Why are you so cheap, Dad?
It was your dad the whole time.
It was the dad the
Messed
whole
up.
time.
That was messed up. That twist was messed up.
The whole time.
Wow, it's an M. Night Shyamalan twist in the.
It was the scariest moment in my young preteen life. Scarier than that time that I wrestled a gun away from that guy who also was holding a knife. It was when I faced that bowl shaped like a pumpkin at my next door neighbor's house. As into that pile of wrappers, I started to cry in terror. My pants got filled with crappers. I picked up a single piece of what I thought was a Milky Way. But as I opened it in front of my friends, it wasn't a Milky Way.
What was it? I don't know if I'm following.
It was raisins. Oh no, it was raisins. Oh no, it was raisins. Please save me from raisins. Oh, sing it again, guys. Oh, it was raisins. Oh, help me, it was raisins. Oh no, it was raisins. Will somebody save me from raisins?
But the saddest thing is now that many years have passed, and I'm an old man myself. When children come to my door, what do I pull off of the shelf? Fruit, dollar bills, whatever I have handy.
That was too scary. No, Andrew.
But I certainly wouldn't give them any sugary, delicious candy.
I thought this Halloween was gonna be so amazing. But all my old neighbors, instead of chocolate, they only gave me raisins. Oh, why would anybody ever put raisins in anything? Ooh, don't they know we're all allergic? Everyone, including me. And I don't mean literally allergic, like I won't suffer an allergic reaction.
Good.
I just mean that I hate it so much that it might cause me to perish, might cause my passing. Oh, and when I went up to my crush's house, to my horror.
So Lord, it was raisins.
Halloween would be amazing.
But instead it was raisins. Oh, it was raisins. I'm crying myself to death because of raisins.
Oh, those little red boxes. Just hate finding them in my bag at the end of the night.
Woo! Oh,
Wow.
boy.
That is a really spooky song.
Woo!
That song took a turn. That was like our worst
Oh.
song for sure. And then I feel like you turned it around with that powerful Raisin hook.
Thank you.
I feel like if you took
I got a little emotionally
I think if you
invested.
took half of that song and cut out the other half, I think it would be our best song so far.
But which half?
Your girlfriend, but that was good because you 3 songs in to improvising 4 songs.
One more song.
We're improvising one more song. We
got time
improvised
for
a
one
song
more,
about
and-
technical difficulties.
We haven't been talking about this yet, but don't forget, it's going to be your votes that decide what video we release next week. You can vote right now if you have to leave in the card in the stream. Just up in the corner of the stream, there's a
Vote
card,
now.
There's a card
in
you
which
can
you
vote.
vote.
That would weight the votes toward the first
That
three.
disadvantages song 4, but I sort of believe that song 4 has an advantage by being
Because
last.
it's the last one.
So anyway, roll the dice on that one.
So you can vote for technical difficulties, Death by Halloween, or It Was Raisins, another Halloween theme song.
Yeah.
Those are all pretty spooky, honestly.
Yeah, well, you should put in parentheses under It Was Raisins, parentheses, spooky.
Right.
Because that's what it is. That's the theme of this week.
In a pinch, we could throw Halloween into technical difficulties.
We're in the spookiest week of the year. That is the week leading up to Halloween. Of course, that is other than the week between Christmas and New Year's, where you don't know what's going to happen.
Let's swap out for the next one, because while we decide on our suggestion,
Okay.
Okay, so what do we got here?
I've got to do what I promised before we streamed in the chat.
Yeah, guys, this
I
is going to be your
promise.
last chance to electrocute one of us by super chatting at a level that'll turn on the bubble machine or the disco lights. There's mild chance of electrocution when those things come on, that's for sure.
So suggestions. It takes 50 batteries to power the moon. A Bayer merch song. A song about runny noses.
Yep. Horror movies are stupid.
Yeah, I like that about how horror movies are stupid. That could be fun in terms of just like, why do they run so slow? Like, why do they stay in cabins that don't have landlines? Why they forget to get gas? What are if you can think of any other tropes of stupid things people do in Halloween movies, let us know.
Is it the fact, are you saying that horror movies themselves are stupid, or that just the population of the people in horror movies are foolish?
I think that the people in the horror movies are dumb.
Oh, this is our first request I see from Josh Bowers. Rutherford B. Hayes was the suggestion. Wow. Haven't seen that one.
That's a great point. There's a lot of hiding in enclosed places in horror movies. Like if you hide in the basement, there's only one exit.
Sure. So sometimes your options are limited, though. You can't always hide on the Serengeti.
That's true.
I really like the suggestion, same 2 costumes at the party that somebody dropped. If you're Borat, you're Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You show up and there's like another Joker. You're
Yeah.
like, which Spider-Man shall reign supreme?
Yeah, then you have to have a Spider-Man off.
Yeah.
Which is and if one of your costumes is like obviously better, you just feel like inadequate. You're like, man, I just like bought the $20 version. This is obviously a professional cosplayer.
Is it
went like
funnier if it's like an out of the box costume and it's just like, oh, this is the such and such costume I bought at Ricky's costume store, or is it funnier if it's like a costume you spent months making, but then someone shows up in the exact same amazing homemade costume? Somehow you like made it the same. Like
That's just eerie.
Yeah, like it's scary. I
that's
mean,
Twilight
you made a
Zone
huge
stuff.
paper mache head, and like they're wearing the exact same paper mache head, and it's like,
Yeah. I mean, the only conclusion you can rationally come to is that they're spying on you,
yeah.
right?
Slutty Nun song. Call is coming from the house. It is funny, the sexiness of everything on Halloween is funny.
Yeah,
it's
but-
kind of like everything on the internet is sexy.
Oh.
I feel there have been songs about this, like "Sexy Halloween."
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be the first to that.
Neptune Nights is kind of upping the stake by saying that what if you show up at a party and everyone is wearing the same costume except for you?
Oh, wow.
That'd be a great prank to play on your friends.
a good prank.
Invite everyone to a Halloween party and just tell everyone to like, hey, show up as Rick from Rick and Morty, and then just like the other person shows up, they'd be really freaked out.
Right. Especially if they were Morty.
The guy in horror movies who is skeptical of everything. And you know, that guy also exists in disaster movies, like if there are aliens or like a meteor coming from Earth. You know, there's always like the one scientist that's like, we should be paying attention. And everyone's like, no, he's crazy. He's this loony guy. The guy's like, but there's an asteroid. Or what, the aliens
I see you out there, Betty Millett, with your evil potatoes. I'm not ignoring you. Wow, Glenjamin has that yo emoji next to his name from being a YouTube member. Everybody pile into our YouTube memberships after this so you can get all this music for free on your iPod. It's not really for free because you're offering to crowdfund us by being a YouTube member and being a special member of the Schmoesketeers, but that's how you get access to all of our music and stuff.
For $5 a month, you can get every song we ever put out on YouTube, which is a good deal.
We try to put the stuff like the tracks, the backing tracks on there too. I think most people care about the main song.
You get the instrumentals, you get the backing track.
I'm leaning towards people in scary movies are stupid. See, Aiden Man is jumping in, piling on the suggestion.
What was stupid?
People in horror movies.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, don't you always feel you're watching a scary movie and you're like, I would live through this. I would have run away in minute 1, end of story. I feel like movie is over.
No one even made smart people horror movies, it felt like, until like 28 Days Later and I Am Legend. It's like at that point, it's like finally like, okay, these people have to be smart. Like these zombies are running around. Yeah. But still, in most movies, they're dumb.
Right. Yeah, it would be cool if you like crossed Goodwill Hunting with, you know, a zombie movie.
Especially in the movie where everyone has to be quiet with Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
Did you notice how that one, you have to be quiet or else they hear you and you die? In this one scene, they go to like this waterfall and they're hanging out and shouting, and he tells his son like you can shout, you don't have to worry here, no one can hear you. And everyone watching the movie is thinking the same thing, which is like, hey,
they're gonna mess it up.
Build a little hut next to the waterfall.
Yeah, why not just live there?
Why not
you
live
make noise
there
all the time?
That
would be the perfect place for your wife to have her child, is in a waterfall.
But instead, he's just like, okay, this waterfall hiking trip was fun. Now let's go back to our quiet house where we can maybe die.
One meme.
So people are stupid too. You know, that's just adding to the point of people being stupid.
And he's very smart.
He's very smart. He's a genius in that movie.
Classic horror movie meme that people are bringing up. I don't know. The other memes that I'm thinking of but I'm not sure if these people are stupid. People who have sex in horror movies always die. There's a killer yet because he's the first one to die.
He's not taking a dumb action.
The people who are stupid are the people who know there's a killer, yet are taking dumb actions like hiding in the basement.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, or not calling the cops.
Yeah.
I saw that suggestion. That's a classic suggestion. It's like, we can't call the cops. We were drinking beer. And it's like, well, a guy just killed 3 of your friends with a chainsaw.
Yeah, let's not pile on to these minority groups and sex havers for being dumb. When they didn't know what jeopardy they were in.
Yeah. We refuse to involve in the slut shaming of horror movies in this stream.
Okay, Mike, are you going to lay down?
I'm going to get out of the track. I got to get out of the Oh Hi Mark piano into something normal. That sounds like a piano. Okay, so we're going to go with the people being stupid in horror movies. Chat us ways people are stupid, and also chat us rhymes about that.
That's great. You hear a scary noise, and you go towards it.
Oh, yeah. Investigating dumb things to investigate.
Yep.
I'm going in this circle.
Okay, good. Yeah, shaking it up. Hey, it was a full moon. I was in my house alone when a guy walked in the door, covered in fur from head to toe. I thought I had a need to walk forward and investigate. I took a look at his mouth to make sure that he had drooling fangs.
Should I go to the major?
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking about doing another verse about how he was a werewolf, but we need to go to a strong hook here about
maybe like what could go wrong.
What could go wrong?
Yeah,
is a good
what
idea.
could go wrong confronting this?
Major or minor?
I guess just in A minor where you are.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. What could go wrong now? When I'm staring this danger in the face, what could go wrong now? When I'm running with my all over the place. I was going, my first verse, I was going for like a werewolf vibe.
Okay. Let's take it back to the verse. Okay.
1, 2, 3. A
I
minor.
was hanging out, having some beers with my friends. Our parents were out of town. Maximum win when I let me think for a second. When I heard a scary noise, so I went towards it. This investigation would definitely be worth it.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Sorry, I got off. That should go right into chorus. That should I got off.
5 and get right to it.
2, 1, 2, 3.
What could go wrong now?
What could go wrong now?
This scary place in the dark is definitely where I'll find my girlfriend Mark. What could go wrong now?
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
I think we need to skip ahead to where like all the friends are dead, maybe. You know.
Really? Okay. Well, I had an idea.
Can I
about,
try
like,
something about being
please,
slow?
please, please.
Oh, I should have noticed these bad guy zombies were really slow. But instead I just cried and tripped over a bunch of tree roots. I kept falling down in unreasonable amount. And somehow I was even slower than 1 mile per hour. What could go wrong now? What could go wrong now?
Sorry, I should have flown into it with something there.
What could go wrong now? What could go wrong now?
Why should I increase my speed? Do I really need not to be killed?
No. Well, there I was having a picnic in a quiet, dark crypt. And when zombies came chasing after me, instead of leaving, I ran deeper in it. It seemed like the best thing to do at the time. How would they ever think I'd be so crafty than to run away towards the earth core instead of towards my freedom? What could go wrong now? Oh, what could go wrong now? It's obvious I could save myself, you might say, but how? Woo! What could go wrong now? Oh, what could go wrong now?
I'm gonna walk slow all night, and I'm gonna make sure to hide in plain sight.
Okay, here we go. How could I have suspected my friends would be murdered with a hatchet? That's why I ran up these stairs and hid inside my attic. Oh, what the ultimate tragedy. It's definitely okay that I don't have any exit strategy.
I saw that, Tim.
Oh, what could go wrong now?
Thanks, Tim. Crushing rhyme.
Oh, what could go wrong now?
Now I'm tripping over nothing as I look back over my shoulder.
What could go wrong now? Oh, what could go wrong now?
I just wanted to make sure that it was a zombie. That's why I shook it awake. What could go wrongy?
What could go wrong now? Oh, what could go wrong now? You might say it's easy to outrun these zombies, but I'm asking you how. Oh, what could go wrong now? Oh, what could go wrong now? I'm tripping over all these tree roots. Who put these tree roots here and left them lying around?
I think it was Josh Whedon put those tree roots there.
It was the set designer, or it was the trees over many decades. You should have noticed those tree roots were there when you lived in this house in the woods for the last decade.
That was a good one, guys. Thanks so much for the great suggestions.
Wrong now?
If we end up making that one, the one thing I would love to get in, I think this is I didn't think of this till the very end. I think the dumbest thing in any horror movie you can do is in zombie movies. There's always that one character whose friend gets bit. And they've seen like 40 people get bit by zombies, and all of them turned into zombies. And they're like,
And they said,
let's get you to a doctor.
They sit there and cry about
And
it.
it's just like, even if you like don't want to like kill your friend until they turns into a zombie, I kind of get that. They're like, okay, stand over there and we'll keep talking until you start trying to kill them. Then I'll shoot you in the head. It's kind of mean to shoot them in the head like right after they get bit. You can't be that guy who's like, let's get you to the doctor. It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's number one
Yeah,
fail.
that's another thing 28 Days Later finally did, was treat the people getting infected like pretty well. So that
Okay.
was garbage song number 4. Thanks for the suggestions.
Oh, wow, we made it.
The rhymes with how, the hiding in plain sight. There were lots of good rhyme suggestions.
We got
in that
another
one.
member. Look at this goat. It has the yo emoticon you can see.
Hey,
think
look
about
at
think
this
about
goat.
joining the
Goat.
memberships. The memberships really help us out, guys. We just started it, but they're really helping already. And you do get all the songs and all the instrumentals for free.
Please come on in, join our Patreon, become our YouTube members, become a Schmosketeer.
I'm going to hold this up here. If you go into the card, just click on the top right of the thing. You've got 4 annotations there, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and these are the 4 options.
Everybody vote.
Your vote determines the garbage song for this week. So to recap, song number 1 in your card, your voting system, your voting poll is Technical Difficulties. Song number 2 is Death by Halloween. Song number 3 is It Was Raisins, parentheses, spooky. And song number 4 is, what are we calling this one?
What could go wrong now?
What could go wrong now?
That's song, yeah. What could
That's
go wrong
song number 4. Oh, you're welcome to lobby in the chat for which one you want people to vote for,
Yeah,
but
you get
that
to
is not
debate each
voting.
other.
You have to go to the card and vote, and then we will see the percentage.
Yeah.
We'll choose the winning one and make a music video for next
It's
week.
just a matter of time until Garbage Songs becomes like a popular enough stream that dark money and super PACs enter into the process and start influencing your vote. But for now, this is still a pure process. I'll remind you, if you're saying a number in the chat, it does not count. You got to click on the
gotta
card
click
and
it.
you got to vote.
You gotta
Votes
click
in
on
the
the card.
chat. do
Speaking
not
of
count.
voting,
Click on the
everybody
card and
vote. Everybody vote on November
Is it one?
6th.
Is it one person, one vote, Amelia? It's one person,
Yeah.
one
yeah,
vote.
you don't
have
get to
one
vote twice. And listen, Betty Millett, Senpai notices you. Listen, I know that you're chatting potatoes out there, and if you become a member this week, I will eat a potato in next week's live stream. Come back to next week's Garbage
What
Song
kind of-
stream,
what
which
kind
will
of
be
potato?
on Halloween next Wednesday.
Would you eat a raw potato?
Well, she didn't say that. I'm going to get a basket of French
Boiled
fries.
potato, okay.
Everybody vote right now, and also on November 6th. If you care about stuff like net neutrality, things like that, make sure to go to your local ballot box, unless you're in Denmark right now and you then probably don't have an
Yeah,
election.
just vote right now. Probably wherever you live, you can do early voting.
That's all good too.
Yeah, get
Let's
in there.
switch because you usually play the
You,
thing.
yeah, you want to play out?
You play.
Okay, guys.
My hands are
thanks
too floppy after that spooky song. I can't
Thanks
play
so much for
anymore.
joining the stream. Please vote. And in the next couple hours, we'll announce what we're going to write.
One, two, it's garbage songs. Oh, yeah. It's garbage songs.
Woo! Ho!
Ooh, it's garbage songs. You kick it off and help out with the words. And we'll make the worst songs that you've ever heard. It's garbage songs. Whoa, it's garbage songs. Yeah, yeah. It's garbage songs. You kick it off and help out with the words. And we'll make the worst song that you've ever heard. It's garbage songs. Last time, it's garbage songs.
Thank you guys. Make sure to vote. It's the I in the corner. Click the I. You can vote 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Kirkland G, we upload this stream to our second channel, not our main channel, but our second channel.